You had a great Instagram post not too long ago on one of your cards that has your name and logo at top. It says, "Some beats none."
Yeah. Well, for me, so I talked about a friend just the other day who he called me. No, we had dinner. He goes, "Dude, you posted a mile run on Strava." Like, dude, no, don't. What are you, a mile? Oh, I'd be so embarrassed because Strava tracks, running. And I thought about that, and I thought, one, I don't care what strangers on Strava. Like, I'm not running for strangers on Strava. But two, some beats none. It adds up. I'm a struggling perfectionist, and a perfectionist would rather get a 0 than a C minus. It's a really weird thing, but what happens is a perfectionist will go, "John, I want to run 3 miles a day, but I only have time for 2 today, so I'm going to do none." And you go, "Well, 2 is more than none, but it's less than what they wanted, so they won't even do it." So I need, Chase, I need 50 reminders of the truth. I wish I was better at a lot of these things. I do. I wish I could tell you, Chase, as soon as I lock it in the morning, I perform all day. That's not my life. I have, I'm going to turn the camera a minute. That wall right there, that's a list of soundtracks, of positive soundtracks I need to remember. Here's one. This one says, "Ask for more." Because I was undervaluing my work. Every creative on here, you're undervaluing your work. I wrote this one on, this is 3 years old, August 27th, 2020, because I needed to sit at this desk. And when I was negotiating, remember, my work has value. I need to ask for more. And so some beat none is one of those where I'm like, no, the little things add up. The little things add up. Some beats none. Some beats none. Calling one client is better than no clients. Did I want 10? I did, dude. I wanted to call 10. But that might not have been realistic. It might not have been what I had in me that day. Some beats none. And so I'm always trying to find ways that I can encourage myself with the right tools. I think about it like this. I'm a natural, pessimistic, jaded, cynical person, but I've tested positivity and I've tested negativity. And the ROI of positivity is so much better, just so much better. But it doesn't come naturally to me. So I have to work at it. And so I listen to, when I'm working out, I'm listening to positive audiobooks. I'm feeding myself positive things. I'm drowning my doubts. I don't ask my doubts to go away. I've tried that for years. I was like, "Hey, doubt, if you could stop bothering me, that'd be great." And doubt's like, "Yeah, screw you." I drown them. And so when somebody says to me, "Oh man, I just feel negative," it's kind of like if somebody didn't eat all day and at the end of the day was like, "It's weird, I feel hungry." I'd be like, "It's not weird. You didn't eat all day." So I'm trying to be really conscious about what I as a creative am engaging with, who I'm engaging with, what I'm engaged, how I'm doing that, so that some beats none. I'm going to need that some days. I'm going to need to ask for more some days. I'm going to need one of those up on the, fear gets a voice, not a vote. Brad Montague. You know Brad Montague.
I know Brad. Yeah, great guy.
Kid president.
Kid president, yeah.
So, dude, if you're a creative, you need to value ideas. You need to collect them as gold, regardless of what type of creative you are. We could do a whole episode on this because it took me years to figure out. So for me, I actively collect ideas. I review them. I do a ton with them. Brad Montague, I just looked up on my board. I remembered I asked him, "How do you follow up the Kid President project?" Dude, you met Beyonce. You did something with Obama. How do you do a project after that? And he said, "Well, the big thing for me is I have to know, am I creating for love or from love? Am I creating something out of this love I have? Or am I creating it to try to gain love and adoration and applause?" Because those are two very different things. And there's only one I want to be involved in. And so I wrote up from love versus for love as a reminder to myself. So that's where you need podcasts like this. You need creative communities. You need books. You need friends. And you collect those things. And then all of a sudden, you have this rolling kind of hurricane of positivity that encourages you to create the photo, to create the business, to create the book. And you can't even stop it at that point. It has its own momentum and you just enjoy. That's for me, I'm X amount of years in and I genuinely believe I'm just getting started. I genuinely am I have so much to learn and so much to do. I'm 47. I've got so many things I'm curious about. And I didn't feel that in my 20s. And now I'm I feel that now. What are the 50s going to be like? Let's go. I feel very excited.